and welcome to For You. Reese and Chicklin are here to talk to you guys about some strange foods around the world. How are you with eating weird things, Chicklin?
I don't think I can.
No?
No. Especially worms. I think people eat worms, right?
Yeah, some people eat bugs and worms, and actually I've tried some of those too.
What kind of worms did you try?
When I was in Beijing, I tried these kind of, I think they're mealworms. They're kind
oh my goodness.
thick and juicy.
Okay, and crunchy a little bit.
Yeah,
right?
they kind of crunch and then pop, and then all the juice is in your mouth. You guys,
goodness.
You might need a strong stomach to get through today's article because we're talking about the world's strangest foods. Would you eat them? What is the strangest thing you've ever eaten?
Ostrich meat?
That's pretty unique.
Okay.
I've never tried that before. How do you say ostrich in Chinese?
鸵鸟.
Wow, it's a really big bird, only in some parts of the world.
Long neck.
I've heard ostrich burgers are pretty good.
Oh.
Well, let's get into the article and find out about some of the more unique foodstuffs around the world.
Reading. The world's strangest foods. Would you eat them? Are you ready for something different? Today we're going to look at some of the world's strangest foods. You might find them interesting, or you might find them shocking. Shiokara. Shiokara is a popular Japanese dish. It's usually made of squid fermented in its own organs. It has a rare taste that most foreigners are unlikely to be fond of. Japanese seasonings as well as pepper are often also added to improve the flavor. The ability to develop a taste for Shiokara is considered quite an achievement even for Japanese. The food can be really difficult to stomach. Kazu Marzu. Kazu Marzu is made on the Italian island of Sardinia. It's considered by some to be the world's most dangerous cheese. In fact, it's been illegal in Italy since 1962. That's because it's full of maggots. Flies lay eggs in the cheese. Maggots hatch from the eggs and make the cheese soft. A machine can be used to combine the maggots and cheese before eating. Some, however, will just put it in their mouths with the maggots still moving around.
The article begins with, are you ready for something different? Today, we're going to look at some of the world's strangest foods. You might find them interesting, or you might find them shocking.
好，那我们来看一下今天的文法。所以今天呢，我们会看到史上最奇特的食物。那我们文章的句子就是 You might find them interesting, or you might find them shocking. 所以这边呢，就是 find something 怎么样怎么样，其实就是你会觉得怎么样。那它这个字呢，可以跟 leave、keep 在后面呢加上一个受词跟受词补语。我们来看一下句子哦。所以如果今天是 find， 就会有觉得或发现的意思。比如说 The little boy found many cockroaches dead under his bed， 代表他发现很多死蟑螂在他的床铺底下。
So the article used the word shocking, which is an adjective, and something that's shocking is something that surprises you, but usually in a bad way. Something that makes you feel offended or disgusted. Something like a car crash is very shocking and very serious. Or if somebody says some bad words, they could be saying something shocking. It makes you go, oh. Here's an example sentence with shocking. The movie was so shocking that many people left the theater halfway through.
所以 shocking 就是令人震惊的。那老师刚刚讲的是 shocking， 如果我们后面变成ed 结尾，就会变成你自己感到震惊，就是 shocked， 或者是 shock 变成是一个名词或动词。那当名词的时候呢，就可以我们就可以说 be in shock， 代表你是震惊的。比如说 Connor isn't seriously injured, but he's in shock。所以呢，这些奇特的食物呢，你可能会觉得很有趣，但你有可能会蛮震惊的。
So by saying that some of this food might be shocking, the article is explaining that you might think that some of this food is disgusting or it will make you feel very surprised. Well, let's find out about our first shocking food item. It is Shiokara. Shiokara is a popular Japanese dish. It's usually made of squid fermented in its own organs. It has a rare taste that most foreigners are unlikely to be fond of. I've got to say, Chicklin, from this description, it doesn't sound good. Let's talk about some words so we can better understand what this food is. Squid is a kind of animal that lives in the sea. It's like an octopus. It has 8 tentacles, but a squid is much thinner than an octopus. They can move very fast through the water, and sometimes they can grow to be as big as sharks. We also saw the word ferment. Ferment can be a verb or an adjective. To ferment something means to leave something, usually food, for a very, very long time so that it develops a special flavor. We often ferment things in salt or vinegar to stop them from going really bad. We ferment things like cabbage, kimchi, wine, and cheese.
所以这边出现呢 be made of something 就是以什么东西制成的。那我们有另外看到一个单字 squid， 它就是鱿鱼的意思。那老师刚刚讲得很清楚 ferment 这一个字呢就是使什么东西发酵，所以我们这边加了一个 ed 代表它是发酵过的，会被发酵过的。所以呢有些人可能会不太很喜欢这个 be fond of something 就是喜欢的意思。所以盐辛呢是个很受欢迎的日本料理，它把鱿鱼跟内脏放在一起发酵变成一个食物。
Squid. How do you feel about squid, Chicklin?
I'm not really a big fan.
Yeah, I don't like squid either. The texture is weird and it tastes like seawater.
Yeah.
Not my favorite. Especially when it's cooked in organs. Let's have a look at what that word means. The word organ is a noun and it has 2 very, very different meanings. One of them is a musical instrument you might find in a church, kind of like a giant piano. The other organ, which is the one we're talking about today, is something in your body that has a specific purpose. Your heart, your lungs, your brain, your stomach, your kidney, and your liver, those are all organs. Your organs are very important and they help your body do things like pump blood, digest food, or take in oxygen. We need all of our organs to live. And sometimes we eat animals' organs. I think pig liver is quite a popular food in the UK. Here's an example sentence with organ. The liver is the heaviest organ inside the human body, and it helps to keep your blood clean.
So organ 就是器官的意思。We can also say vital organs, and that means these are those that a person needs in order to survive. So like any problem with any of these organs can quickly become life-threatening. 就是任何一个问题呢，你就会死掉了 ，right？ 所以我们来看一下有没有很重要的 organ。看我们的 brain, 我们的 heart, 我们的 lungs 跟我们的 liver. Where is it?Okay, and then kidneys. 这些都是我们身体上很重要的器官。那我们再讲一个句子。A sparrow may be small, but it has all the vital organs. 代表呢，麻雀呢，它虽然很小只，可是它拥有所有的重要器官。
Well, another word to talk about is the word unlikely. You might know the word likely. Well, this is the un version of that. Unlikely means probably not. It's not likely. It's not a 100% no, but it's a probable no. The article said foreigners are unlikely to be fond of. That means most foreigners probably won't like this food.
所以呢，意思这边我们文章就是说 it has a rare taste。老师刚刚讲的这个 are unlikely to be fond of， 代表说这是大多数的外国人可能不太会喜欢的。那我们一样，如果是可能的呢，就是 likely， 所以你可以说 it is likely to rain， 代表可能会下雨哦。那如果 it is unlikely to rain， 代表不可能下雨的。
Living in Taipei, it's always likely to rain. Well, back to the article and more about this interesting squid dish. It says Japanese seasonings, as well as pepper, are often also added to improve the flavor. Yeah, if I was going to eat this, I would want all the pepper and wasabi to make it taste like anything but squid. The article used the word seasoning here, which is a noun. Seasoning is flavors that you add to food to make it taste better, or to give it a different flavor. So pepper, salt, spices are all different kinds of seasonings.
所以 seasoning 就是调味料啊，那这边有出现 as well as 就是以及什么的。那我们来看一下常见的 seasonings 有哪一些，有 basil or chili powder, ground cinnamon, cumin, curry powder, garlic 或者是 onion powder 或 oregano. I think you say oregano.
Oregano.
Yeah, oregano. Okay. And paprika 跟 rosemary. 那这些都是所有的调味料。那其实 spice 就是调味料的一种，只是 spice 通常是植物形成的。OK， 所以盐辛会加什么呢？日式的调味料还会加 pepper. So what does pepper mean?
Pepper. Well, actually the word pepper has a few different meanings, but here it's a kind of seasoning. Pepper is a hot, almost spicy tasting powder that's made from crushed pepper plants. There are different kinds of pepper like black pepper, white pepper, or cayenne pepper. Most countries use some kind of pepper in their food. It gives the food a good, spicy, hot taste. I love pepper. I like to crush pepper onto everything that I eat. Here's an example sentence with pepper. I like a bit of pepper on my pasta to give it a hotter flavor.
所以 pepper 呢，这边指的是胡椒粉，所以通常呢，只要加以下这两种调味料，东西就会有味道，然后就会很好吃哦，就是 salt and pepper。只要加盐跟胡椒，大部分都会蛮好吃的。那 pepper 这个字，李老师刚刚有说啊，有其他的意思，它有甜椒的意思，所以红椒就是 red pepper， 如果是青椒就是 green pepper。所以比如说 in taste, we aim to balance the saltiness of the olives with the sweetness of the red peppers。在口味方面呢，我们的目标是想要平衡橄榄咸的味道跟红甜椒的甜味。
I love 甜椒 peppers.
真的很好吃。
They're so good when you chop them up and dip them into hummus or some kind of sauce.
Right.
Super nice and sweet. The article also talked about flavor. You probably know this word. Flavor is a noun and it's the way something tastes. There are 5 or 6 main flavors: sweet, sour, spicy, bitter, and salty. But actually, we can use many different words to describe the flavor of something. Taiwanese food generally has a subtle flavor, whereas Chinese food has very strong flavors. Here's an example sentence. The tofu dish was so full of flavor. I'll definitely order it again.
所以 flavor 就是风味啊或味道，所以老师刚刚说什么东西是有 strong flavor， 可是也有东西是没有味道的，就是 has no flavor。所以比如说 Did you forget to season the meat? It has almost no flavor. 你忘记调味了吗？肉完全没有味道诶。所以除了加日式调味料以外，他们也会加 pepper， 就是胡椒来增加盐辛的风味。
Wow. Well, back to the article, it says the ability to develop a taste for Shiokara is considered quite an achievement, even for Japanese. The food can be really difficult to stomach.
所以呢，其实能征服盐辛这道菜，就其实像是解锁一道成就，因为它真的蛮困难的，可能真的太难了，所以呢，连日本当地人呢也觉得这不是一个大家都有办法接受的菜。
So the word stomach here has been used in an interesting way.
Yeah.
Stomach usually is the name of the organ inside your body that processes your food. But here, stomach has been used as a verb to kind of mean be able to eat something.
How do you say that in Chinese? Just like 你怎么有办法吃？你没有办法 you can manage to eat
to
it.
Stomach it. Can
Yeah.
you stomach this? Are you strong enough? Well, leaving Japan now and moving over to Italy, we have another interesting dish to discuss. It's called Kazu Marzu. Kazu Marzu is made on the Italian island of Sardinia. It's considered by some to be the world's most dangerous cheese. In fact, it's been illegal in Italy since 1962. Wow, there must be something really dangerous about their cheese if they made it illegal. Illegal means not allowed or against the law. If something is illegal, it cannot be done. If you do it, you will be punished. So, for example, stealing things from the supermarket is illegal. Please don't do it.
所以呢 I think I heard of this before，就是那个 Kazu Marzu 这个东西，它是在意大利的 Sardinia 上面制作的。那它是世界公认最危险的 cheese， 而且它从1962年开始，它就是个违法的。那 why is it illegal?
Yeah, let's find out. That's because it's full of maggots. Flies lay eggs in the cheese. Maggots hatch from the eggs and make the cheese soft. Chickalin, I usually love cheese, and all different kinds of cheese too. But if my cheese has maggots inside, I think I'll pass.
No.
Let's talk about what a maggot is. Maggot is a tiny white bug, almost like a worm, and a maggot is actually a baby fly. Maggots like to eat dead things or things that are rotten. If you leave some food outside for a few days, maggots will start to eat it. Maggots may be kind of gross, but they're actually really, really important. They help dead plants and animals to rot and disappear. We can also use maggots for fishing too.
And some doctors use maggots for treatments as well,
That's right, because they can eat dead flesh.
所以呢，他说这个 cheese 上面呢 be full of something， 就是它充满了蛆这个东西。所以这个 Kazu Marzu 其实上面充满了蛆，它们会让苍蝇呢在 cheese 里面下蛋。Ew! 那我们再来看一下 hatch 这个单字。
So the article said that the maggots hatch out of their eggs. You can probably guess what this word means. To hatch means to come out of an egg. Birds, crocodiles, bugs, turtles, dinosaurs, these are all animals that have to hatch from an egg to be born. Eggs usually have quite hard shells, so it takes a lot of work for a baby animal to crack out of that egg. Here's an example sentence. 3 little birds hatched out of their eggs in the pigeon's nest this morning.
好，那我们文章中的意思就是说呢，苍蝇会下蛋在这些 cheese 上面，然后这一些蛋呢就会 hatch 孵出这一些 maggots。那 maggots 我们刚刚说过就是蛆的意思，所以 hatch 它有孵出嘛，所以我们这个字其实在这边是当动词，也是当名词也是可以，它会有出口啊或者是门的意思。所以比如说呢 we got out through the escape hatch。或者是 escape hatch， 就是我们从逃生窗口呢逃出来。所以文章意思就是说，蛆从这些苍蝇下的蛋孵化，然后它要去软化这个 cheese。
If you really want to impress your English-speaking friends with the word hatch, you can also use it to mean to hatch a plan.
To hatch a plan.
To come up with a plan.
Usually
a plan that's very...
孵出 like to generate something.
Yeah, to make something. Well, the article tells us even more disgusting information about this cheese. A machine can be used to combine the maggots and cheese before eating. Some, however, will just put it in their mouths with the maggots still moving around. Let's talk about the word combine here before we faint. Combine is a verb which means to put different things together to make it into a new, complete thing. Combine different ingredients, for example, to make a cake. Or you can combine different parts to make a car. Or if you're working in a classroom, you can combine the efforts of different students to finish a project. It means to come together. Here's an example sentence. If you combine milk, flour, and eggs, you can make a batter that can be used to make pancakes.
所以 combine 就是结合，那把什么东西结合在一起，你可以说 combine A and B， 有些人会用 with， 那我们的名词就是 combination， 它就是结合，所以你可以说 pink 粉红色 is a combination of white and red， 代表粉红色呢是红色跟白色的结合，所以呢在吃之前呢，通常他们会用机器把蛆啊还有奶酪混合在一起跟这个 cheese， 但是呢有些人会直接把它放在嘴里，而且这个蛆还在动哦。
So either way, the maggots are still in the cheese. The question is, are they alive or not? Either way, I don't want to eat this cheese.
No matter.
I'm sorry, Sardinians.
我都不要。
I don't want this maggot-filled cheese. Would you guys dare eat that cheese? Maybe if you're feeling brave. Apparently, it's quite dangerous, though. That's why it's been made illegal. Anyway, that's all we have for day 1 of our article about strange foods. But don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow to discuss you further with more weird food items. But for now, let's go to our For You Chat question.
For You Chat.
Welcome back. So our For You Chat question for today is, what is the strangest food you've ever eaten? talk about it.
I've eaten quite a lot of strange food over my time in East Asia. I lived in China for a while, and I've been living in Taiwan as well. And some of the food in this part of the world is strange compared to what we might find in the UK. When I was in Beijing, I did eat donkey.
Oh, really?
Which is a delicacy in northern China.
Okay.
Donkey meat is really, really delicious.
Oh, does it maybe taste like horse?
It doesn't taste like horse. It tastes a lot more like beef than horse, I think.
Okay.
And they serve it in these kind of bread buns. It's almost like a donkey hamburger.
Oh.
Super, super delicious.
Do you eat it with like any veggies?
Yeah, it comes with some like fried green peppers.
Oh, okay.
It's really good. Before I ate it, I was kind of like, do I really want to eat donkey? Then I tried it and I was like, this is the best meat I've ever had in my life.
Wow. I've heard that rabbit meat is the best.
I like rabbit meat too.
Oh, you've tried that
We
too?
eat rabbit in the UK, yeah.
Oh, you do?
So
Okay.
that one's not so strange to us. I guess what you consider strange or not strange really depends on where you come from.
Yeah.
You guys can think about this question too. What's the strangest food you've ever eaten? Talk about that with your friends. But for now, we'll say goodbye. I think Chickle and I need to go to the bathroom to vomit.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Vocabulary Review.
Shocking. The movie has a lot of shocking scenes that aren't suitable for children. Organ. Drinking too much beer can hurt your liver, which is a very important organ in your body. Pepper. Instead of salt, try putting some black pepper on your French fries for a different taste. Flavor. Sally doesn't like sweet flavors, so she doesn't put any sugar in her tea. Hatch. After the mother duck lays her eggs, it takes about 26 days for them to hatch. Combine. Judy made the drink by combining the juice with 4 cups of water and 2 spoons of sugar.
智慧小补帖
Squid. Ferment. Seasoning. Maggot.
以上节目是由活用空中美语制作，活用空中美语杂志，请洽询全国各大书店。如欲索取试听教材，请来电02-2364-4000 02-2364-4000，或上网查询，网址是 www.english4u.net www.english4u.net